Hello, this is a quick abbreviated walkthrough of the chapter management EO Airtable template that my team has built for Chicago and we've been using there. This data is not Chicago's, it is placeholder data. In some cases it is not very deep, so the visuals on all of it is not as robust as it would be with far more entries of an active chapter. And this video is a quick walkthrough of it. It is not intended to go into detail. I have another that illustrates in far deeper level all of the different functions. I will do my best to fly through this quickly. This was built out of frustration from seeing each committee running on different Google Drives or Google Sheets and having very divided information that did not roll up or report to any one place. So I am going to do my best to keep this under 5 minutes. We have our chapter-wide sort of dashboard here showing how many people are in, prospect, current. We rank engagement, so we have an engagement score. Then we split it up under EO, EOA, SLP, SAP, key exec, and any involved children. Each member has a record that we can then open and view personal information, member type, engagement, and events attended, forum and AG, of booking events issues, EO leadership positions, mentorship, their company, personal info, prospect data, personalized links so they can add or update their own information, onboarding tasks, forum placement, and then if they were to leave, why they left. We have a bench of leadership that comes in and shows us who our current, incoming, under consideration, and past seat holders are. We have pie charts that shows us demographic of the chapter, either whether it be, how many, what's their level of forum engagement, where we get our prospects from, their business stats, their personal stats, and then we have an event history one that shows events. Within membership, much of what I showed in the dashboard already linked to the member, so I'm going to skip over most of it, but we also have a prospecting sort of tool, so a Kanban view that shows our different prospects and where they are on the workflow through, and there are automations tied to a lot of this. We then have forums that goes through and gives us a forum directory, shows who the members of the forum are, the moderators, tracks information in terms of placement, placing new people into them. Then we have our placement window that says these are forums looking, these are people looking. Great, let's get them together. Accountability groups, we list out the AG groups for EOA, people looking to be placed in one, and then if we have any coaches on deck for forming new groups. We have an event workflow where members or committee chairs can submit event requests and they can offer up multiple dates that might work for them. It then hits our executive director's desk, who then reviews it and says, yeah, we can't have that next week. We have to have it in a month from now and you only get half the money you want, but it allows us to control the calendar and the budget, and budgets roll up to show allocated and spent money. So this is that queue for our chapter manager to review events. We then have event lookups where we can get into the detail of the events. We have day of reports for the person boots on the ground to see all the relevant information they need for events and the ability to check in attendees. We have a mentorship window where we can assign mentors together. We have a finance window. This is where we can look at budgets. So fiscal year 2024, forum was given $75,000. $1,500 was spent. We've allocated but not spent $5,000, meaning we have $68,500 free, and that goes by each committee. We then track SAP contracts, how much, their terms, what they are, highlights, how much, then annual trends, and then we can look up individual records and who's involved in them. Expense entry, and there's also a public form for non-chair or committee members to enter expenses. They can say, hey, this needs to be reimbursed, or this just needs to be paid, or we just need to enter in QuickBooks to process, so that we can say we have to log it in QuickBooks, we have to pay, reimburse a member or a vendor. Events in past to close out. So let's say I came under budget on an event, I can close it out, and then it releases those funds back to the committee to allocate over the rest of the fiscal year. Event no-shows to bill. We then run our executive and committee members on a structure that's pretty familiar to a lot of EOers. And so you can pull up member or meeting records to see segue, headlines, scorecard, rocks, IDS, to do, and all of those we can look up historically to see what we looked at. And then we have a library wish list of new functions people want added in this platform, SOPs, how we assign engagement the public or the public forums that I referenced earlier. This is a mobile-friendly list of upcoming events for all members that they can just keep. It's live, it's dynamic, it's always going to be up to date, where they can view upcoming events and click into RSVP. We have a vendors library, and then we have a list of events, either held or just ideas, that we can come in and say, I want to look for an event on couples, and then I can come in here, look at how it went, and decide moving forward. So this is to carry knowledge forward from one board to the next. Same within here for IDS, To Do, and Rocks, to be able to carry those concepts forward. Thank you. If you'd like more details, I have a longer video that I can share, and I'm also happy to grant access to the template for people to play around with it and look at it, or I can schedule demos. Thank you much.